Remax Independent Properties made the decision to go solar, starting with an 8 kilowatt system from Microcare. As their energy needs grew, they upgraded to a 15 kilowatt system, and now they've taken it a step further with a fully operational mini-grid that powers their offices directly from the sun. We spoke to Lexi Potgieter about their decision to go this route and how it has transformed their business.
So the reason why we actually needed solar was because of Eskom and because of load shedding. It really affected our operations and our efficiencies within the office, and our administrators were just struggling. And unfortunately, we were paying our administrators for the time to be doing their work, and they actually couldn't be operating. Our agents were getting frustrated because we couldn't use our printers. We didn't have any lights. Our air cons were down. Our efficiencies just really got affected by this. And unfortunately, that was just when we realized we needed a solution. So the UPSs were actually just a very short-term fix for our long-term problem. We actually needed something a lot stronger to keep our administrators going for the 2 hours while we had load shedding, later on turned into 4 hours. And I mean, the UPSs only could carry the administrators to save their work, and that was basically it. It just gave us a little bit of time to save work, not to actually continue operating. This obviously was not the final solution, and we actually just needed to switch over to something much stronger that could actually hold us over for those 2 hours. So at this point, once we decided that we needed a bit of a bigger system to hold our load, we then contacted Gareth at Microcare, and he explained the whole system and the whole process from A to Z, which was really just great. But yeah, so then we went and we opted for an 8 kVA, which is what we thought at the time would be able to hold our whole offices. We thought that that could hold all of our printers, computers, our lights, air cons. Yo, that was a big one. I didn't realize how much power got sucked out, with our air cons, and then we thought that 8 kVA would sustain us, right? No, I think all of us got so excited that we were now going to basically be off the grid and our inverter was going to carry us through, but oh my word, that's when we learned a little bit more, Then we realized with the size of our offices, we really needed to accommodate for everything. So eventually we got a 15 kVA, which was actually the best thing since sliced bread, can I tell you? Everything that we needed to ran. And then we decided to build on our offices, which is just finished. So then we decided that we're going to be getting a 25 kVA. Now, the reason why we jumped from a 15 to a 25, I think, is because we need to accommodate for everything at this point. We basically only use about 30% of it, which is actually exactly what we want, because I think if everyone puts on their printers, it's going to go to about 70%. So we need to accommodate for those things too. But yeah, we haven't had any issues. It's been great. It's probably been about a month now when we've received our most recent municipal statement, and it turns out that we've actually saved a massive reduction. I'm not going to give you the number, but a massive reduction in our monthly expenses since going solar. So I think that this was the best, move to make. I think at the end of the day, us going solar was not just a quick fix for now. It's almost like we realized that we had to do this from a business perspective, a financial perspective, a future planning perspective. So many businesses are actually realizing that this is the way that they need to go. We can't rely on Eskom for electricity, unfortunately, and we actually need to take that into our own hands and spend a little bit more, but at the end of the day, save a lot for later. In South Africa, we are presented with a lot of problems. For us to actually just take it into our own hands and just find a solution for ourselves is best. And I think that that's exactly what it is. I believe in South Africa. I think it's great. And I think that local is lekker. I think that that's a saying that South Africa needs to patent, I think that there's so much growth that can be had in South Africa. And I think that with us all taking hands and sharing that vision of doing it yourself and to invest in local and to invest in sustainable energy. With Microcare, everything's made here. We're putting money back into the city. We are supporting the jobs. We're supporting sustainability. And it doesn't say made in China. It doesn't say made in Japan. We're actually manufacturing the stuff here, which I think is very important. The vision of Microcare, I support it 100% because I believe in the product. I believe in the solution. I think that that's just the way that we need to be going. Remax Independent completely supports, renewable energy sources. And it's really just been an amazing experience. Yeah, we're actually not going to have a problem for the future. So very excited about that.